Look at Hilo, Hawaii right now. You've got the windward-facing town right here. So you've got the rain showers popping up with the trade winds already. That is not the tropical storm force winds or rain yet. That's just plain old trade winds you would get this time of year. But there is a tropical storm watch for the entire Big Island. Also, a flood watch in effect. And that's going to go in effect as that rain starts and the tropical storm force winds from Hone first start setting in by tomorrow afternoon. We've got Robert Ray with live reports. He's going to be out there the entire weekend. He's coming up again at the top of the hour. But as they wait the storm, Hawaii's county mayor, that's the Big Island, is urging people to take steps now for the expected rain and windfall they're going to get.
Looks like we're going to have a lot of rain coming in, possibly a wind event, heavy surf. So, good time to start being prepared. If you have things that you need to clean up around the house because of flooding, now's a good time to start working on that. Same thing for wind.
All right, let's look at the 2 p.m. advisory, which has got Eastern time, obviously. And the good news here is you look at this satellite presentation, not much has changed in the last 3 hours. We still have 45-mile-per-hour winds. It's a weak tropical storm at this point, still moving to the west at about 16 miles per hour. Even the pressure is about 102. That has not changed, about 1,002 millibars. What has changed, though, is the presentation on the satellite imagery itself. It looks like garbage. That's good. We don't want to see this thing blow up into anything big at all. It's fighting all this dry air that is up to the north. So you can see the storm's trying to circulate around it, but the core itself, you can't see the banding features with the cloud cover, but the thunderstorms around the core, they're building up and they're falling apart. So nothing is sustained right now. Obviously, good news right here. It's not doing any strengthening, at least not now. But that is the forecast to see happen later today. Watch overnight tonight through tomorrow morning up to about 50-mile-per-hour winds. Gradual strengthening is what we're going to find. It should steer south of the Big Island, and that's going to be passing by late Saturday night and early Sunday morning. And then when it gets away, it still has a shot at seeing the possibility of turning into a hurricane for a brief time. And then it runs into some more shear and some more dry air and even cooler sea surface temperatures. But look at the radar picture here. This is all trade wind action. That's all the rain coming in from the east, going up the mountains and squeezing out. Even the radar right there, when you get from the lower part of the Big Island, that's just some trade wind action. So we're not picking up any outer rain bands, not yet. But by this time tomorrow, you'll probably start seeing them on the scope a little bit farther away. So with this in mind, tropical storm watch, all the yellow shaded regions, just the Big Island, that's it. Right there is Kona right there, and that is Hilo. You can see that's what we're watching. That's who's going to see the most amount of rain, probably the most amount of wind, too, will be the Big Island, especially when you get up across Mauna Loa, Mauna Kea. As for the wind times for tomorrow, tropical storm force winds are a possibility. Probably late in the morning time, go more towards the early afternoon for the Big Island, and then the rest of the islands following suit for the rest of the weekend. Gusty winds coming out there, especially from the east. So here's the forecast map, tropical storm Hone, and you can see right about 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. This is Hawaiian time. You're starting to see the outer bands of the winds move in. Tropical storm force gusts, and then maybe full-on tropical storm force winds, and that would be sustained by tomorrow afternoon, evening through early Sunday, and then finally peels on out of there. As for the onset of the rain, this is all the trade wind action, and then finally getting in there by Saturday morning, the outer bands are out here, and that's the yellow shaded area with the heaviest rain. Watch that get very close to the island, and it picks up with it upslopes with that wind right off the water. That's going to be full on for you by midnight on Saturday.